Hey everyone, today I will be showing you how to recreate this plummy fall look, and if you guys are interested, then just keep on watching. I'll be using the e.l.f. Poreless primer just to even out my skin texture and fill in my pores, and this is going to help our makeup last all day. Then taking the BECCA Cosmetics Shimmering Perfector in the shade Moonstone, I will be applying this and mixing it in with my foundation, and I'll be making a little foundation cocktail using the BALM's Foundation in Time Balm and also mixing in the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. Both of these just create such a nice foundation. They are both full coverage, but one gives a little bit more of a luminosity look and the other one is full coverage and matte. The reason why I decided to do my foundation first is because I've been breaking out like crazy, and I'm sure it's the weather. Then I'll be going in with my LA Girl Cosmetics Pro Concealer, and I'll be applying this all over my eyelids to even out the discoloration of my eyes and also to act as a primer for our eyeshadows. To prevent the shadows from budging, I'll be taking my Wet n Wild contour palette and placing the light shade all over my eyelids, and this will just help our eyeshadows blend smoothly. Is it even a Cassie video if my dog's not in it? So next I'll be going in with Makeup Geek's single eyeshadow in Chickadee and applying this into my crease with a BH Cosmetics brush. As you guys notice, I have been adding titles and the brushes that I've been using. Some of these brushes I've had for such a long time and some of them are new. So if you guys don't see the name of them, it's usually because they're pretty old and I just couldn't find them anymore. But let me know if you guys like that little editing feature that I added onto this. But going back to the look, the reason why I wanted to add a warm shade into my crease is not to create a cool tone look since it's still very fall inspired by leaves. Then I'll be going in with my Tarte Cosmetics Tartlette palette, and I'll be taking both of these purpley shades and start working this into my crease to create depth and dimension. I kind of wanted to step away from browns, so I went with purples, and I've just been inspired by plums and orange colors for this fall. Next, I'll be taking Bitten by Makeup Geek as well, and I will be focusing this more towards the outer corners of my eyes and start creating a little bit more depth and giving that plummy reddish tone into the crease. And I am using a Mary Kay brush, a very small blending brush, to really focus this more into my crease more than anything. And this is just honestly going to bring more depth and dimension and just mesh all the colors together. Then taking a clean Morphe brush, this is the M573, and just make sure everything looks smooth and blended because that is key to this look since we are creating an all matte eye look. And taking my LORAC Mega Pro 3 palette, I'll be taking this purple shade, I believe it's called Eggplant, but it's a nice purpley shade that just mixed in so well with all the other colors that we added into our crease. And I'm going to be applying this with a flat brush, kind of working it into my crease as well. Then I'll be going back in with that Morphe brush and just blending everything together. Then I'll be taking the black shade and applying this as close to my lash line as possible. This is just going to bring a little bit more depth into our eyelashes and kind of give the illusion of eyeliner without it being too harsh. I'm not exactly sure what brand these eyelashes are, but I can list a couple of great ones that would go with this look down below. I went in with my LA Girl Cosmetics concealer right underneath my eyes using this Real Techniques pointed brush just to blend everything out. And I also cleaned the edges of my eyeshadow just to give a more polished look. And I do like to work this in with my Eco Tools Beauty Sponge, and it is damped. And to set the concealed areas, I'll be using my RCMA translucent powder, and I'll kind of be baking this into my concealer just to prevent anything from budging. Then I'll go ahead and dust it off about 30 seconds later, and I'll kind of swirl my brush all over my face just to set my foundation as well. Then going in with the Wet n Wild contour palette, I'll be taking the dark shade and placing this on the outer parts of my face just to bring more dimension. And I'll be placing this underneath my cheekbones, on the sides of my forehead, my chin, and also on the sides of my nose just to slim it down. And as you guys can tell, it's bringing more warmth and dimension to the face. Going back to the eyes, I'll be taking the dark purple shade in the Tartelette palette and I'll be applying this to the bottom portion of my eyes, and this is just going to smoke out the entire look. And I'll also be mixing in the rest of the shades that we used in our crease and basically everything on the top lid. I'll be bringing it back down and blending everything together to give it that smokiness. Then I'll be applying several coats of mascara to my bottom lashes, and this just gives the illusion of bigger eyes and it just brings the whole look together. Then taking my LORAC blush, I just thought it would be perfect for this look. I'll be applying this to my cheeks, a little bit of my forehead and my nose to bring some color to the face. Then taking OFRA Cosmetics Rodeo Drive Highlight, I will be drowning in this. I feel like I will forever draw on my face and highlight just because I feel like it completes the look and it's my favorite part to do. I'll apply this on my cheekbones, on my forehead, on my nose, my cupid's bow, and I'll also be taking it to the inner corners of my eyes and on my brow bone. And to finish off this look, I'll be outlining my lips with the KYLIE Cosmetics Dolce K lip liner. And I'll also be shading it in with lip liner, and then I'll be going in with Bite Beauty liquefied lipstick in the shade DEMI-GLACE, which is such a beautiful purple plummy. It's kind of very weird for me to describe this shade, but it's such a gorgeous color. I did find that it was maybe a little too glossy for this look, so I will be adding translucent powder on top to kind of mattify that out. Overall, I love this lipstick. It's super soft and very moisturizing, so I think it'll be perfect during this time around because the weather is changing. It's a little bit warm, but it's still a little bit dry, so it'll keep your lips moisturized. And that completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye! Mwah.